Hey, we're here again, aren't we? This is getting to be a habit, I think. I hope you've enjoyed the training so far, and I hope you're going to enjoy this one as well. Uh, Facebook advertising. Whoa, we can get so granular. That's what I always like to start with. We can get so granular in the Facebook marketing arena that it allows us to pinpoint the people we want to go after at a level that has never been accomplished before. I can find people in certain blocks. I can find people who in certain income levels. I can find people who have opened certain stuff that we sent them. I can focus in on people who meet 6 different criterias. I mean, if you are looking for a method that will allow you to get granular in going after people, then you need to do Facebook advertising. And that is the message that I want you to get out there to your prospect. That's what we're talking about. When we talk Facebook advertising, we can get excited because we can do custom lists. I mean, I can take a list of, let's say you have 2,000 customers. I can take those 2,000 customers, create what's called a custom Facebook list, and put stuff out on Facebook. And the only people that see that are those 2,000 customers that maybe you're trying to upsell, resell, or do something with. I can also take your prospect list of 10,000 people, and bang, I can do the same thing with them. So one of the things we do is we do an email list. Now, what do I do with that email list? I start emailing them, right? And then I take that email list, I load it into Facebook, and I start doing a custom campaign against it. So what's happening is, guess what? They're seeing me all over the place. And that's why I'm so excited, because this is the tool that can be amazing for you. So let's get started, right? I mean, that's what we want to do. I want to get started here with this. There we go. Facebook advertising. We help you whether you've done it before or you've never done it before. And that's, one of the key things I want you to understand. It doesn't matter. If you've never done this before, it's okay. It's okay. We can help you make it happen. And that, I think, is the key here. We hear so much about it, and maybe your users tried it a few years ago, and it didn't work, or they've heard about it, but they haven't done it. Let me tell you, it's all over the place, and it is such an effective tool. That, by definition, what is this? It's a way to reach customers through Facebook, and those way to reach prospects through Facebook whose activity, demographics, information, device usage, whatever you want to select them on, use your imagination here, because you can pretty much do it. Ads can appear either right in the news feed or on the right column. Sometimes you can put the ads right in with stuff that's going on socially. You never know. You can read the ad yourself there, but Facebook doesn't sell your information to advertisers. And I think that's a key line. The reason we put it in there is because I know some clients out there have a real concern about that. It protects your information, but as a marketer, we're so excited. And why are we so excited? We're so excited because we can finally get to those people, and we can monitor all this stuff. The stats are unbelievable. So what you're selling out there is, look, you have specific group that you want to go against. We can help you go against that group, and we can tell you how you've done. And here we are to this slide, and I put this in all the presentations. It's a strategy, right? We're back to that thing. How do I build an overall strategy, and how does Facebook marketing fit in? How does it fit against SEO, PPC, and other tools? It's targeted to an exact audience. Unlike PPC, which is targeted by keywords, this is targeted to people who live in this area of this town, who make this much money, who visited your site. It's unbelievable. And I can only, call me one-on-one and we'll go into more detail here. But I want you to understand is only your imagination limits it. And I want you to get that across to your customers, just like I'm trying to get it across to you. Who do you want to go after? Finally, if you can define them for me, I can get just those people on Facebook. And if you don't think they're on there, well, then maybe they're not part of that 2 billion. And just so you understand, you can spend $5 a day, you can spend $50 a day, you can spend 100, 500, 1,000, all depending on how many you want to reach. And the reason that they want to use someone like us is because just like in pay-per-click, you want to get the maximum value for your money. And if you don't know how to use Facebook advertising the right way, you will be overpaying, just like in pay-per-click. So be careful and work with us. That's your selling point. We can help you maximize, not just get you the right people, but get them for you at a cost that works for you. Again, I always like to use that $2 billion figure, right? So let's talk about how it works. Facebook ads are really targeted based on some information that you've given us, from demographics to location to custom lists. A lot of this stuff, not just, is only place you're going to get this is Facebook. And remember, Facebook works in conjunction also with Instagram. So we can kind of work them together, and we can show you how to do that. You create an ad, you set a budget, you pay for impressions or pay per click, user sees your ads, and you're in business. Now, the other point that you want to bring out to your users is anybody may be able to do an ad. They may even be able to do an effective ad. But does the ad create the action? I have a client right now we're working with who's had some frustration with others over the years because they got their ad, people were looking at it, people were clicking it, but they didn't take any action after they clicked it. So again, part of what you're selling is we make sure that these things are there so they can happen. So how do you sell this? Well, the key here is to get the right people to take action. Facebook advertising puts you in front of the right people. And if we design the ads correctly, it gets them to take action. If they take action, then you could end up with more business. The question, are you doing this? Have you ever done it? Ask that question to your users, because in most cases you'll find they probably hasn't. Everybody's on Facebook, and everybody's probably clicked on an ad at some time on Facebook, but do you know what's really behind that? It all starts, however, and this is what you got to really emphasize to your customer as you're trying to sell them. What does your ideal customer look like? Who are you going after, and how much can you tell me about them? Because the more you can tell me about them, the higher your chance of success. And costing, we can go all the way from as little as $199 a month to 30%. And remember, there's two costs in the Facebook advertising. This is our management cost, and then there's the cost of the actual ad. Now, you don't get paid commission on the cost of the actual ad running, because that money all goes to Facebook. And this is just the start. If someone has an intense program, they could be in the thousands. And remember also that once you do this, you're rolling across on an ongoing basis another annuity. So there you have it. I know, and people tell me, Manny, you get really excited about this, because I do, because Facebook advertising is one of the great things you're going to use out there, and it's going to help you in growing your business out there and in becoming more successful. So get me the questions. What don't you need to understand? What more do you need to understand? How are we going to get your prospects into Facebook advertising? And how is that going to be part of the entire digital marketing process? Thank you.